number 3 seed and also, readjusting your mind after such a whirlwind, exciting tournament that you just completed?
I mean, we're very happy to be a 3 seed. I think, this program has done a lot this season, has done a lot of things that this program has never done. And, to be honest, I don't think us as a team really cared what seed we were. It was more about, just knowing who we were going to play in the first game. We did a very good job this season of taking it one game at a time during the regular season and then translating that over to the ACC tournament and taking it one game at a time there. So, if we can continue to do that, coming off this tournament, going into the next tournament, then I think, we'll be sitting good.
Pat, you guys have been able to put together a few different streaks of wins. Do you think that bodes well for a tournament situation?
Absolutely. I mean, the last tournament we played in, we won it. So, going into this one, we're just trying to take it, Coach Bray mentioned to us as mini tournaments. Right now we're focused on Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh tournament, and we're focused on Northeastern more specifically. And, if we can win that game, then we'll move on to whoever we play next. But, if we just need to take it one game at a time and, play the way that we've been playing, over the last week.
Anybody else have any questions on the phone before we move on to those who are here?
At what point do you guys just kind of wipe clean what happened this weekend and then start fresh as far as giving yourselves a day or two to enjoy everything that happened in Greensboro before you move on to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I think, obviously we enjoyed it. After the game, we enjoyed it today. But it's kind of like we talked about at the beginning of the year from last year. As much as we needed to use last year as motivation, we didn't want to, compare things to last year. We wanted this year to be completely different. So, similar to that, we need to use the ACC tournament, as a confidence boost. I mean, we played very well. We won a tournament, beating, two of the most historical programs in the ACC, and one of them who, is sitting pretty at a 1 seed in this tournament. So, we can have confidence from that, but at the same time, this is a different tournament, and this is, a clean slate, and it's one and done.
How are you guys able to maybe take it, because everything seemed like it just happens in a whirlwind last night and then the flight home and then today. Just take a step back and then take a deep breath and say, we won the ACC tournament.
Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, you literally just do that. I think, I was with, some of these guys, Jaron, Zach, Steve, earlier today, and you just literally take a step back and say, hey, guess what? We are the ACC champions. And, you think about it for a second, you see everything that's going on, and, it's great for this program. It's great for this team to, have accomplished such a thing. But, what makes this team special is that we're never satisfied. I mean, we had a great regular season, one of the best in Notre Dame basketball history, but, we weren't satisfied with, just having a great regular season. We wanted to go down to Greensboro and win the tournament. And then, from that, we wanted to, do even bigger and better things. So, while our goals are very lofty, we'll continue to do the same thing that we've done and take it one game at a time and, focus all our efforts on that first weekend and that first game.
In your mind, what's the biggest positive that comes from a tournament championship like that, whether it's something that's this year or a big picture thing of establishing the program?
Well, I mean, one of the biggest things, for right here and now is the fact that, we won, arguably, I might be biased, but the best conference tournament in America. I think, that right there says a lot of things and gives this team a lot of confidence that, no matter who we face, we've beaten some of, if not the best teams, in the country. And so to be able to do that and to have that under our belt, gives us the confidence and makes us even hungrier moving forward. When you think about it big picture-wise, I mean, it's great for this team, the 13 guys in that locker room, the coaching staff, everyone around this program, to be able to hang a banner, to do something that this program has never done, and that will be etched in stone and will be forever lasting, no matter how long we're alive for, to be quite honest.
Can you give us a timeline of what it's been like since you walked off the court?
Oh, I mean, it was awesome. To be quite honest, I wasn't ready for confetti to come showering down, but when it did, I wasn't mad about it by any means. So, that was very cool. It was very cool to just, be at the center of the court with everyone on the team, and then, after that, obviously, it's a whirlwind. You see the podium, you see cutting down the nets, you talk to, some media, some TV, you talk to your family that are waiting in the stands, all the other Notre Dame, alumni and people that are on the court, and, to share with them was amazing. And then, we were able to, come back here last night and just, to be back here in a different setting when we were in Greensboro all week, it kind of seems surreal, to be honest. You got to, Jaron mentioned it at one time, pinch me, make sure I'm not dreaming. And so it's just, it's awesome.
Who was responsible for making sure that the trophies got to the locker room after the game?
So to be quite honest, we almost forgot the trophy. And Coach Bray said, we're new to this. So it's not something we're used to, which we all got a kick out of. But, after the game, I carried the trophy around for the most time. But then we decided to put Bonzie Colson in charge of carrying the trophy around. And, he wanted to name the trophy and do some things with the trophy that we let him do on his own time.
How much fun was it to spend the watch party with your teammates and just savor that moment and, knowing that it kind of validates your decision this year?
It was amazing. I mean, you're on a flight. I've never been, so happy on an airplane in my entire life. You're sitting there. One of the craziest things, one of the things that, I cherished more than anything, obviously I wanted to win it for my teammates. We wanted to win it for each other, all that sort of stuff. But when you look at the people around the program, that were wearing the hats, sitting on the plane, just had a smile on their face, people that have waited so long, to be a part of something like this, and they weren't even playing, but they give things to this program every day, behind the scenes stuff that no one really notices besides the guys that are involved, and they get to share that moment on the floor and get a t-shirt, get a hat, and just be a part of something this big, this historic in Notre Dame basketball program history. That was the thing that made me the most happy. It almost makes you want to win, not just for each other but for them, and to really let them share a moment with you.
You talked to him, Pat, about how you've broken some things that Notre Dame has done a while. It's been a long time since Notre Dame made the Sweet 16. What do you have to do? What do you think it takes for this team to break through that? And does the past weigh on you at all?
No. I mean, if the past weighed on us, we probably wouldn't have had as good a year this year coming off of last year. So, this is a different team. This is a team that, from the very beginning, we wanted to establish ourselves as a different team, as a completely new, almost like a reinvented program, so to speak. We wanted, to be different. We wanted to do things that this program's never done. And so far in the regular season, the ACC tournament, we've accomplished that. But, moving forward, we want to, do the same things. And so we want to do things that this program's never done and hasn't done in a while. And in order to do that, we need to have the same plan, and that's take it game by game, play by play, and leave it all out on the floor. Do the tough defensive, gritty things that we've done all year. That's really established, this team, the 2014-2015 team, as a different team compared to others.
Pat, you mentioned you didn't expect confetti. What was just that moment as soon as the buzzer sounds and you guys say, what was that feeling? What was going through your body at that moment?
Just shock. I mean, I remember looking around to see who was around me. I grabbed, Steve and, gave him a hug, and we walked to the center floor with our arms around each other and where everyone else was. Grabbed Jaron, gave him a hug, gave everyone on the team a hug. And it was, just something that it's funny because when you're a kid and you look and you watch these games and you see confetti raining down, you want to be involved in that. You want to be, a kid that grew up and is experiencing that moment with friends that, you don't know yet and that you hope to know and hope to experience with. And, to actually have it happen, it almost goes like in slow motion. You see it all coming down. You're not expecting it to come down. You're just trying to do everything you can to win the game. And you really can't, fast forward to have a planned expression for it. Everything's pretty natural when it comes.
You said this team isn't satisfied. What would a successful run be?
A successful run is, us going the sky's the limit. I think, one thing that this team does is set lofty goals, lofty expectations for each other. They're things that, we keep within our locker room because, that's, we're the 13 guys, the coaching staff that are the ones that need to accomplish it, the ones that, know those goals. And, we just want to come out here and take it game by game. I think, one of the things that almost motivates us more is when you looked at the regular season we had, and then the third best team in the ACC going out to the ACC tournament. Not one analyst picked us to win that thing. Not one analyst, really even gave us a shot to win that thing, to get out of. Maybe they thought we were going to beat Miami, but other than that, they thought Duke was going to win it all and we'd be done there. So, we had the belief in ourselves. We didn't want to verbalize it publicly because, at the end of the day, respect is something that's gained and not something that's just given. So we wanted to, grab that for ourselves, and that's the same thing we want to do moving forward.
2 more questions for Pat.
You've been to Pittsburgh, obviously, plenty of times as a program and as a team. How much does that help going into a familiar environment in that aspect?
Yeah, it'll be great. I mean, Coach talked about how it's a great setting for guys on the team from the East Coast, guys on the team from the Midwest. It's not a tough location to get to. It's a location where we've been. It's a great Notre Dame city. There's all those factors, but at the same time, to be quite honest, you could have put us, across the country or in a different country, and we still would have been just as hungry to play and just as ready to, take on whatever team steps on the court in front of us.
1 more question.
You're a Boston kid. I know you know Northeastern, but do you know anything about this team at all?
Yeah, I know a few things. I mean, when I was a sophomore or junior in high school, I went over to a game, met the coach, that sort of thing. I'm not sure if it's the same coach, to be quite honest. But I have a lot of close friends that have played versus Northeastern, guys at Harvard, guys at, different programs around that Boston area. So I'm sure I'll talk to them, find out a few things here and there. But, I think the most important thing for us is playing our game and not being, too over amplifying what they do. It's more about what we do what we do our job. All those slogans that really has made this team a special team in and of itself.